Hey everyone, it's Sabrina. Welcome back to my channel. So for today's video, I'm going to put together a family outing and it's going to go in my October daily project, and I think that will be the last video. Unfortunately, I don't know if you guys want to keep seeing these videos, and I got behind on the project, so I don't know. I'm getting ready to switch over to December, and it just makes sense to me to move on. But like last year, I wound up with extra content, and so I'll be able to share again in 2026. And I'm actually contemplating going smaller for next year, or maybe relying more on digital, but we shall see. So for this family outing, we kind of ditched school, and we all got out of school a little bit early so we could have a family afternoon. We had been wanting to go to a relatively local place where you can visit farms and kind of celebrate fall with donuts and all that great stuff. And so we ditched school. And at first I thought I was going to stamp the day we ditched school, but I was like, no, I don't want to do that. So I decided to go with stamping family time. And you saw that I was punching out some shapes with papers I had printed using the digital kit. I really love the orange one that I punched out with the 2-inch circle, but then the multicolored like block pattern, I'm not sure if I like that. Because it's October, I really want to go with kind of the darker colors. And you can see up at the top of the screen that I have a bunch of the pieces from the physical Stories by the Month kit pulled out, and those have darker colors as well. So I'm going to lean towards that. The way that I mapped out this family page, I was going to need this title page that I'm making right now, because I didn't want to put the family photo right on top and then go into the page protector. Like, I had enough photos to do that, but I really just wanted one main spread, and then I'll do a 2x2 in the middle, and then I can have this intro page right here. And it just gives me another chance to play with my stamps and kind of figure out how I'm actually going to build this title page, because I feel like sometimes with title pages, you have all this empty space, no photos, obviously, and it's like, how are you going to fill that space? I went much simpler than I normally do, and I did not bust out all the different stamps. I really relied on my punch shapes and a few stars. And when I say bust out the stamps, I mean like the pattern building stamps. I did not get those out. Like, I could have gotten out a cluster of stars or a pattern circle or something like that to support the whole layout, and to also just add something more to the page. But again, I was telling myself, let's go simple and get this done. I did think about whether or not a word phrase sticker would look nice on a tag, and no, it looked awful to me, and I was like, that idea is not working. So we're just gonna put down the word phrase sticker, and that says treasured October memories. And I really love that particular phrase because it actually matched the length of pretty much my whole title. So that worked out really nicely. And I filled in some of the right hand space with those different circles that I have. I originally had sort of like a speckled pattern, but again, I wanted to go a little bit darker. So I grabbed the other paper. I want to say it's a houndstooth. Am I saying that right? I have no idea. But it's the black one up there. So I have that, and then also the orange floral one and the stars. And I decided that I really wanted to be able to anchor the entire page or make it feel more grounded. I felt like it was missing something. So I grabbed some basic washi grid washi tape that's black, and I put it right below the sticker, and then a small piece up at the top. And I really like how it turned out. Again, it's simpler than I normally do, so I was kind of second guessing myself. But again, I know I keep saying it, but again, I'm just really trying to embrace simple as far as October daily. And I know I already said this too, but I'm really thinking I could go smaller next year. I told myself to maybe try it this year, 4x6, but then I chickened out. I'm like, I don't know how I could make that work. I don't know. I just don't know. So next year, I'm going for it. All right, so the main spread is going to have a vertical 3x4 pocket page on the right-hand side, and then a 2x2 in the middle, and then of course the family photo. I love the journaling card that says what I love about October, so I will be using that card. And again, I'm just going with the same design of punching circles from this paper. I think in the physical kit, it is a vellum card, and obviously in the digital kit, it is not. So it makes it a perfect pattern paper to use to add to my page. And there is that black pattern paper. If you guys know what the pattern is called, just let me know, because I can't remember. Like I said, I thought it was houndstooth. I'm gonna be silly. I'm being silly. I don't know how to say it. So punched out some shapes. I really want to get some more circle punches. I only have 2 inches and 1.5 scallop. I don't know how, after all these years of scrapbooking, I still only have those 2 main punches. I find it really interesting. I don't know, because I use them all the time, and these are the only shapes that I can pretty much use, unless I use my Cameo. But I don't want to use my Cameo. My Cameo takes a lot of time. Up at the top left of that family photo, I'm doing a large orange circle and then the scallop one. And below that, I will have a chipboard that says, "Oh, October, doing October things." And I love that chipboard. It was perfect. Down at the bottom, I have some more circles and then one of those die cut stars, and it's kind of like in a gold color. Another word phrase sticker is going to go down, and it says, "Capturing the magic of this moment." And I love that. Again, I could have busted out some stamps and done some more pattern stamping and sprinkle it throughout the page, but I really love this clean and simple design that I have going on. I'm gonna go ahead and do the journaling for what I love about October, because I just wanted to talk about how we did ditch school a little bit early, but it was really something that we all decided that we needed, and we were able to get donuts and apple cider and even sampled some donuts. And the kids, when I asked the kids for a photo, they did not complain, which in my book, that's a win. And that means they're actually having fun. So I really appreciated that. And then I could send it to Oma and Grandma, and that's all that really matters. Grandmas and Omas need their pictures, right? So it was just a wonderful, wonderful afternoon, and I'm glad that we all kind of took a family vote and decided to get out of the house. I then remembered I have some scrapbook.com panoramic page protectors. So this one is still a vertical 3x4, but it flips open, and so I have 2 additional pockets on the outside, and then on the inside 2 more. So I can fit all of my photos that I want to include, and I'm really excited about it. All that's going to be in the inside of this page protector is photos. I am leaning heavy on the photos for this page protector, and then on the 2x2 one, I'm going to get a little bit fancier. So I have the what I love about October, and I wanted to tie in those circles that I keep punching. So I'm going to add a few up at the top of the photo. I feel like that is I don't know if it's a trendy thing to do or not, or maybe it's not anymore. You remember how long time ago we would cut out our photos to be the exact shape of whatever they were? So like I'd cut out this donut box, the exact shape. And now that's not a trendy thing to do. Well, for me, I'm not sure if putting stuff on your photos is trendy or not, but I will probably continue to do it forever. So I love it. I see negative space on a photo and I want to fill it in with all kinds of stickers or papers or whatever I can. For this donut photo, I did 2 circles and then a sticker at the bottom that said "so good." Then I grab the 2x2 page protector, and I only have 8 total photos. So I'm gonna wind up, I think, yeah, it's half and half. So I have half photos, and then I have half vellum and a little journaling spot. That having some vellum 2x2 pockets would be a fun change. And since I have the papers that I've been punching, I can actually do mirror images, I think that's what it's called, of the 2x2 vellum. So if I punch a circle on the front of the 2x2, I can make it match on the back of my 2x2. So I have 3 of those and then 1 journaling spot. And then, of course, the rest is photos. I also grabbed a die cut that says "This October Moment," and I'm going to put that on one of the vellum pages. And I love how when I trimmed it, it made it almost look like it was an arrow and it was like pointing towards a photo of my teens, because they also had to do a sassy pose, or maybe not a sassy pose. I don't know. It was my daughter. It was the little teenager. She decided to do a different type of pose, and I had to include that. So I love how that die cut, once I cut it, looks like that. I'm punching out some more circles so I can add those to the vellum cards, and then I will put together all the vellum cards that I have and go ahead and do some journaling. I was actually pleasantly surprised by how much journaling I was able to get, and I tried something different. I used the word phrase stickers as prompts for my journaling, and I feel like I'm getting better at that, like not only using word phrase stickers as journaling prompts, but also stickers as prompts, because of the fact that I do daily journaling. So I love it. So you can see here, I took the black pattern paper and I put it on the left-hand side of that 2x2 vellum, and then the other orange one down at the bottom. So it's a layered 2-circle little cluster, and then I can go ahead and flip it over on the back and do a matching cluster on the back, because vellum isn't always see-through, so might as well just add more paper on the back. And plus, I have plenty of paper. And once I chopped the orange paper, the orange circle, I can, just reuse it. Constantly reusing what I can as far as the shapes when I chop them up, and reusing them, but also making sure that I don't hoard little pieces of circles, because nobody needs to do that. I actually am really thinking about doing another overhaul of my scrapbook room and just kind of taking inventory of like, what do I need? What kind of projects need to be let go? Like all those things. I'm really starting to think I need to do that. Okay, so for this word phrase sticker, it said "my favorite." So I used that to list out favorites from this day. So I put donuts, playing in giant pipes, loving the butterfly murals, making a flower bouquet, choosing a pumpkin to bring home, and collecting seeds. So I was proud of myself thinking of all those different things that I loved, and most of them were like ing action type words, so that was really cool. And on the back, I did happiness. And so I just did 3 different things that brought happiness: stomping through the pumpkin patch, going through the webs made of rope, both the teenagers love that, and capturing the afternoon with a wonderful family selfie that everybody cooperated with. So that is fantastic. I love the journaling and I loved these prompts, and I'm really into prompt journaling, and like that helps to kickstart what I'm going to talk about in my journaling. And it's not just like you know, the basics. It can go a little bit deeper. All right, I think I'm ready to put this in my album, and I'm just gonna do a really quick flip so you guys can see it, and that'll be it. I really have enjoyed sharing October stories with you. I hope that you have enjoyed. I appreciate you taking the time to watch my videos always. I'd love a thumbs up, or if you're new to my channel, a subscribe would be amazing. All right, have a great day. Bye.